Hello, everyone. Here's a question for you to get us going. Which version of you is listening to me right now? And what I mean by that is, think about yourself in terms of your appetite or ability right now to do heavy mental lifting, deep thinking. Is that something that you're up for right now or not? How about your emotional state, right? How is it right now? Which self, if you will, which version of you is listening to me? And this question is something that over the years I've found can be really valuable in the work, well, both for myself, but also in the work that I've done with clients. Because one of the things that I've found causes quite a lot of stress for people is a mismatch. They find themselves trying to do work, which in the moment where they're trying to do that work, they're not best placed. They're not really in the right situation, right, internally to do that work. Now, don't get me wrong. I get it, right? Sometimes the deadline is the deadline. And even if you're not feeling like you're ready to be, up for, heavy mental lifting, you got to do it because the boss needs the document by the end of the day. I absolutely get that. So I'm not being unrealistic about this. But one of the things that I've found is that quite often, clients will not plan appropriately in the sense that they won't take account of the fact that there are only certain times of the day that they are up for, deep mental work. I'm fresh off a transatlantic flight, so this came to mind for me because I'm a bit jet lagged, right? And one of the things that I did, knowing that today I was going to be a little bit jet lagged, probably, was that I made sure that I didn't have anything in my diary that was going to be, hugely taxing in terms of my mental ability. I hope, given what I've just said, I hope this is coming across as useful and helpful. But at the end of the day, it's that kind of forward planning that I find an awful lot of my clients don't do. Okay, so one of the things I'd recommend is do this as an exercise, right? Go through your diary for the next, few days and see to what extent you think there's a mismatch. If there's a mismatch between the things that you've got in your diary and the times at which you would ideally do those things, okay? Now, again, there's inevitably going to be a balance here, right? It's not as though you can, say to some client, hey, I know we had that diary at 3, but I don't think I'm going to be at my mental best for that. Can we push it back? But moving forward, that's one of the things that you might want to take more account of as you plan your days and your weeks, right? And, of course, just as you're making decisions minute to minute about what to focus on. One of the things about the work that we do in this methodology, in the Getting Things Done methodology, is that there is space for you in it, right? There is, we're all human beings. And one of the things, if we're interested in high performance, and many of us are, but if you're going to be high performance, one of the things you need to recognize is that you're not always able to be a high performance, individual. That's just being human, and there is absolutely space for that in the work that we do. So what I'd suggest is have a think. When are you at your mental best? Just generally speaking, in the course of a day or of a week, when are you at your mental best? And what can you, knowing that, what kind of changes might you make in terms of scheduling, in terms of choosing which types of work to focus on? And see if over time you can't come up with a better alignment between what you need to do and when you would be best placed to do that. So I hope that's helpful. Please do like and subscribe. And as always, if there's anything you'd like us to be talking about in our podcast series or in any of the output that we generate, please do let us know. Thanks for being with me. Bye for now.